Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is so very special. We are gonna do 3 looks with this Poison Garden palette from Beaute. I know I'm late to the party, but I picked it out on like Memorial Day sale, but I wanted to do 3 looks using this beautiful grungy palette. Of course, you're seeing 2 looks here, but my third look was also absolutely beautiful. I really loved playing with this palette. You guys have to let me know out of the 3 looks which one was your favorite. I'm also gonna do some shimmer live swatches for you guys because I know that you guys love it. So if you're ready, let's begin. Okay, let's begin our first look with the Poison Garden palette. Of course, I am very late to the game. I was actually thinking of not having this palette, and then when it was on a sale, I was like, yes, Smithy, you need it. You absolutely need it. What I know for a fact is I want to definitely dip into this green because I have that colored pant that I'm wearing today. So I'm definitely thinking of that. So how about we start with that? Because I don't know where to go. I'm definitely wearing a yellow top, as you can see. So maybe mix it with yellows too. Why do I do matchy? I don't know, you guys. I just like it. So this is a very grungy green, like a grungy army green, like perfect with my, like perfect tone of my pants too actually. It will go super well. And I'm just tapping on the outer corner. And for today's look, I have Max Hodgepodge as a lipstick. That we have in the outer corner. I'm also going to take a little bit on the lower lash line too. Again, these are all office looks, so I'm not going to go out of the bloom and wear blue today. Just going to keep it colorful, but also like muted colorful, okay? Okay, next let's go into the shade Lantana. This muted yellow mustardy shade. Let's see how that performs. And I'm gonna just melt it with that green. So that will give me a beautiful mustardy yellow tint on the eye. And let's blend the edges. Okay, now for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go into Hellbore shade. This shade is like a muted burgundy. And I'm gonna take that on my lower lash line. Okay, just like that. Now, time for shimmers. Definitely want to do Angel's Trumpet because that would be amazing with this eye look. But also thinking of, I'm going to take Poison Ivy and Angel's Trumpet. No, what is this? Yeah, Angel's Trumpet. Both. So let's start with Poison Ivy in the outer portion of the eyelid. Oh, that shimmer is so pretty. Definitely not textured, but super sparkly. I love these kind of shimmers from Beaute bar. Yep, that's so pretty. It's like a blue-brown pigments version, but on steroids. And taking the Angel's Trumpet shade. And melting it with that Poison Ivy shade. For the inner corner, I'm taking Opium Poppy, this shade. It's like an orangey green. Yeah, it shows up as green in my inner corner. Right there, okay? So something super special. Let me finish off this eye with some liner and mascara. And that's my first eye look. I really love the way how this turned out. It's so grungy. It's very unique tones in this palette. So I really love it. I know that I have duped this palette before on my channel. I'll compare the shades that I duped with and see how close I got. But so far so good. I really love the way how the warm tones play with the cool tones in this palette. I really love it. Now let's move on to the next eye look. Okay, let's begin with our second look with the Poison Garden palette. Definitely need to move into the mauve shade, and maybe we'll do something with the blues too, or maybe grays. Ooh, so many options. Let's start off with this shade, Oleander. This one. And then we'll dip into this shade Bleeding Heart, which is the more deeper raspberry shade. So let's start off with that oleander shade. I don't have anything on my eyes like a primer or anything. Oh wow. Were you waiting for me to start recording, to start mowing the lawn? I do not understand. Can you guys hear that? I'm sorry. Okay. So that's a beautiful mauve shade that can be a blending shade. I am going to dip into that Bleeding Heart shade. And I'm going to take that right on my crease underneath that oleander shade. You can definitely go monochromatic and then dip into this Hellebore shade, the burgundy, and that can be a beautiful look. I am thinking of going somewhere else just so that I can mix and match more shades and see if that makes sense or not, okay? How about we do Death Kamas, this one, this teal shade, and see if that makes sense or not. And I'm gonna take that in the outer corner. I think that's making sense somewhere in my head for sure. Just right there. I'm also going to take that same shade on the outer corner of the lower lash line, just right there. And then we take the other shade, Bleeding Heart, on the inner part of the lower lash line and just melt it down together. Taking that same oleander shade, the mauve, and just blending everything out. Okay, time for shimmers. I definitely want to dip into Belladonna. And maybe Poison Hemlock too. Let's start off with Poison Hemlock. It looks like such a pretty shade. It's very, very beautiful and deep. And I feel like that can be such a beautiful smoky eye too. Maybe we'll do something in the inner corner apart from Belladonna, because I feel like Belladonna will make it more smoky. Maybe we use this shade, Wolf's Bane. This center shade. Oh wow, that's such a beautiful holochrome. Just right there, and I'm just tapping over the edges just so that it melts together very nicely. Oh wow, look at that, so pretty. For the inner corner, maybe we'll use the same shade, Wolf's Bane, and apply that in the inner corner, because the only thing that I'm missing here in this palette is a lighter shade, but rest everything looks very, very pretty. Okay, just right there. Let me finish off this eye with some liner and mascara, and there you go. That's my second eye look. I love the way how beautiful and grungy this look is. I really, really love it. I feel like this is such a beautiful mixture of like grunginess meeting colors. I really, really love the way how this turned out. And you don't need multiple shimmers to get like the effect on the eyes, because they are very, very dimensional and very thinly packed on the eyes, which I absolutely love. I do not like a squishy, shimmery formula. And the mattes and the shimmers, all of them are blending very, very nicely. Let's begin with our third look. We definitely, you know, I'm chickening out with that blue, but we'll definitely use it. We are gonna use it, don't worry, okay? So let's take this blue shade. I am gonna dip that with this shade, this burgundy shade, the Hellebore shade. Delphinium is the blue shade, so let's take that. And obviously you know how I feel about the blues, so we'll be careful. But I feel like it won't be fair if I don't use the blue and I do 3 looks with this palette. So I was like, Smithy, just give it to the people. There you go. That's the blue all melted out on the crease. Should I take that gray or will it be too much? That's the whole point. We can definitely use that oleander shade to melt it out. I don't know how the gray is gonna look. Maybe we'll check. The gray is Devil's Helmet, this one. I'm gonna lightly press it and see. Okay, I can definitely make it work as a blending shade. So I'm gonna blend that blue with that gray. Again, the more I've put like a very, very light amount and on a big fluffy brush. If you pack it up with a denser brush, it's definitely going to be more impactful. And now let's go into that hellebore shade, which is that burgundy. And I'm going to take that in the outer corner, melting it with that blue. They go so beautifully well together. I'm going to take that same shade, hellebore, on my lower lash line too, on the outer corners. And then what have we not used? I'm going to take this shade, Castor Bean, this mauvey. Oh, that's so beautiful. I don't think you can see the difference between the two, but that's a beautiful shade too. Now I'm going to take a smaller blending brush. I'm going to take that shade, this green shade, that's the only shade that we've not used. And I'm going to take that and blend the edges. Just so that everything is seamless and not stark. Okay, just like that. I don't want to definitely lose the burgundy, so I am going to make that impactful. Okay, now for shimmers, I'm dying to use that shade Belladonna because that's so pretty. I am going to take that right here in the majority of the eyelid, I would say. Look how stunning that shade is. That is so pretty. And then let's take this shade Wisteria, this shade, and I'm going to take it on a brush because I need a brush. It's such an impactful blue shade. Looks like a blue to a purple shifting shade. I am going to spray it just so that I don't get fallout on my eyes. And then I'm going to take that. Such a glowy shade. I'm going to take that on the inner part of the eyelid and then melting it with that Belladonna shade. Just overlapping it so that that purple shows up. Just try that, okay? So you can see that transition happening. Now for the inner corner, what are we missing? We did not use the shade Snake Root, so I'm going to take that. This shade might be deep for my inner corner, but oh well, we are going to use that no matter what. I think it's fine. Let me finish off this eye with some liner and mascara. Okay, I've finished off my eyes with liner and mascara. The only shade that we've not used is this black shade, so I am going to use that and see if it deepens out the look or not. Yep, it's definitely a buildable black, which is, oh, look at that. Yeah, definitely a buildable black. Okay, I'm gonna just take that hellebore shade and just melt it. Let me show you my final look. I love the way how this turned out. It's definitely more deep, dramatic, smoky eye, but with that blue to purple shifting shade, it looks so pretty. I absolutely love the way how this look turned out. And that Belladonna shade is like so special. The middle shade that we applied, because that shifts to so many different shifts. I really love it. Cannot wait to play with it even more. The sparkle that you see in this black shade definitely doesn't come across on the eyelid. It dusts away very much. And the only shimmer shade that feels like a different formula is this Wisteria shade, this blue shade. But rest, everything seems like smooth, sparkly, dimensional. Wisteria is also dimensional. Let me actually swatch the shimmer shades for you, just so that you have an idea of how all the shimmer shades look. Let's go row by row. This is a beautiful green, orange, pink shifting shade. Then we have the shade Belladonna, which I see pink, green with like a black base. Then we have this shade, which is Angel's Trumpet, which is more of like a warmer tone golden green orange. Can you see that? So Opium's Poppy, Belladonna, and Angel's Trumpet. Let's do this one too. Oh, this is so beautiful. You know, I love a good purple shade. This is called Wolfsbane, which is a purple base with like a green shifting shade. I don't know if you can see the purple or not. I see such a beautiful purple shift. Really, really pretty. Okay, let's move on to the next shades. We have Poison Hemlock, which is that deep dark shade. Then we have Poison Ivy, which is in beautiful blue, purple, like a blue brown shade. And then we have Wisteria, that blue purple. And then we have Snake Root, which is that gunmetal shade. So let's start. There you go. Oh, that's so beautiful. I get reminded every time with Wicked Widow Beauty shadow from the Crow palette. And this is such a beautiful blue-brown pigment, but if it is like a purple-brown pigment, that's how it's gonna look. And this is Wisteria. Yeah, see, this feels a little different to me. And this is that Snake Root shade, which is that gunmetal shimmery shade. First of all, my pinky should not be allowed to swatch. I am going to take that Wisteria one more time, just so that you see the shift. And those are the shimmers of the palette. Look how beautiful and shifty and smooth they are. But can you see that Wisteria shade, the blue shade? Definitely feels a little different. On swatching, as well as when I pick it up, it is definitely a little bit more of a textured shadow as compared to the rest. I love that blue-brown shade. Really, really pretty. And even that deeper shimmer that we applied, that's beautiful. Like, look at the shadows that are left over on my fingers. So pretty. I loved playing with that palette. Definitely more of a grungier color story. Very, very apt Halloween palette, I would say, from Bella Beauty Bar. I know I was late to the game to review, make more looks with this palette, but I feel like at least it is better late than never, right? So these were my 3 looks that I created with the Poison Garden palette. If you did like this video, you know what to do. Plus, you also have to tell me out of the 3 looks, which one was your favorite look. But I generally upload 3 videos every single week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell to be notified every time that I post. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.